I'm Alexander Surajan. It's 12:52 p.m. September 19th. Mole on the right hand, penguin duck birthmark, also kind of swan. So all my videos on YouTube are like a conglomeration of information, I've acquired over 5 years and 7 months while being a victim of implantation and synthetic telepathy and highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation, such as human programming experiments, telepathy experiments, implantation experiments, new age neurosurgery experiments, and much more. It's also analysis of this 5 years and 7 months worth of data flowing through my brain as I analyzed this, what I was experiencing, and then eventually came to the realization that these guys conspired a global terrorist plot. So different videos and information correlate to different arms and tools they're using for this global terrorist plot, from knee bending tactics for blackmail and extortion to different hand tying tactics to financing this terrorist plot to tools and technology they'll use to finance as well as hand tie and blackmail, frame, harm people. They have various arms and components of this global terrorist agenda, from new age court systems to advanced technology and weaponry for espionage, economic espionage, abuse into compliance, blackmail and hand tying, to acquiring information for various reasons, whether to blackmail or to thwart investigation or to avoid prison, things of that nature. They also have other components that they're trying to, like for instance, they're trying to use this tech to create a new age court system that they then will use for control through framing innocent people by taking advantage of people with the novelty of the tech. There's other components of this global terrorist agenda. They have ways to create these data nightmares and headaches to prolong investigation is one thing. So they have all this novel tech, and then people have to spend all this time learning it, which takes up a lot of time. Then they spend a lot of time manufacturing tech to make people waste more time and to confuse the shit out of people. Then they have all this tech to disrupt analysis, processing, memory, etc., to make the investigation prolonged, as well as to disrupt their analysis of information over a long period of time, which is probably why some of the truth is getting lost over time. So they have a lot of different tools that they're using, and all of these, I would say 95 to 99% of them detail different components of this global terrorist plot. So you should watch them all. There's some stuff you may get angry about because my anger, don't take it personally. I've just been being held hostage for 5 years and 7 months, stalked 12 to 17 hours a day, assaulted 12 to 17 hours a day in different forms, and just basically being held hostage and harassed with this technology. But you should analyze them all. You should watch every video. What I recommend is watching every video, making your own playlist, and organizing each playlist according to these different components of this global terrorist plot. And then once you organize them, watch them again, and then you'll start seeing how it all fits together, from different components of financing to economic espionage rings, for example, illegal gambling rings, blackmail, extortion, to that's for financing, financial crimes as well. Then their various tools for knee bending and hand tying, their new age court system, their implantation technology, their gambling rings they pull people into and tell them they're friendly, blah blah blah, but it's really like a terrorist gambling ring, and then they're tying your hands for illegal bets, or that's the vibe I've been getting. Their illegal investments they try to pull you into involving stolen property. That's another hand tying tactic they do. And maybe they invite you to investment, don't tell you it's stolen property, you invest and you start developing a company, and then you later find out you invested in stolen property, and there's like some ongoing case outside of whatever country they are in looking for who stole this property, kind of jazz. And then you're getting your hands tied. Nor do they tell you they hired terrorists to steal the property, so that just ties your hands even more. So they got a lot of different tactics, from bribery to blackmail to framing to different components of terrorist financing to various forms of abusing people into compliance, trying to seduce people into compliance, to psychological tactics, to perception manufacturing hustles, to to a lot of other different things. But yeah, so watch everything and then make your own playlist and organize it according to these different components, and then watch them all and then see how they all fit together. and then these videos will start making sense to you. And don't let my anger turn you off or piss you off. I'm just a very angry person. And if you know the crimes I've been experiencing in America, and if you know the threats to American humanity that are going on that have been being ignored, you'd be just as pissed as me. You're just not experiencing them yet, but some may be. I'm already experiencing them, and I've been experiencing them for a while now. And there's a RICO going on in America and outside of America being ignored, which is being used for terrorist financing highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation, financing crime, murder, terrorism, the whole shebang. So if once you figure out what I'm saying is true, you'll become just as angry as me. If not, you may not be as angry as me because you're not the victim, but once you figure out what's been being ignored and the amount of money being stolen out of America and the threats to America that are being created because of this RICO and this technology that's been stolen and in the hands of criminals, you'll become infuriated. Praise